had a rainfall event that Florida hadn't experienced in my lifetime and maybe in my grandfather's lifetime. The city was underwater.
Persistent downpours now becoming a dangerous problem across South Florida.
It has been nonstop.
Families are stunned.
We've lived here for 13 years and never seen this before.
This high, I've never seen it this bad.
My home had water up to my knee in the streets. I mean, it was a lot of rainfall over that time. Of course, the first thing I did is I ran out to the artificial turf fields to take a look at how they held up. Candidly, we had organic material that moved. It was a lot of rain, so that didn't surprise me. But as I was standing there, I have a friend in another community who's got some crumb rubber fields, and I said, hey, listen, we all experienced the same rainfall. Can you go out and take a picture of your fields, and then I'll show you a picture of my fields. I'll let you show. Just, the truth is in the photos. The crumb rubber fields that I saw, their material shifted as much or more than my material shifted. That was kind of like the aha moment for me. Like, all right, well, when you're dealing with a loose fill product, stuff's going to move around, whether it's from people's shoes or whether it's from rainfall or whatever. So in our case, how do you mitigate to the extent that you can mitigate it? And the drainage system did that. The next day we had them open to the public, those fields were open to the public as well. And I will tell you, my Bermuda grass fields were closed for several days after that event.
I don't want to give away too many of our secrets, but certainly ensuring that the field will drain is at a premium. I tell our clients and the contractor that one of the worst things can happen for all three of us would be to construct the fields and have them not drain. So the pad is designed in such a way that it will drain, according to the data, faster than the turf. So if the water gets through the grass carpet, it will get through the Brock pad. We think if we can make it go vertically, things tend to stay in place better, the water dissipates quicker, and the fields are more playable quicker.
Flash forward to October, and we had Hurricane Irma come through.
At this hour, Irma still tracking right toward Florida. Hurricane, the strongest ever on record in the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, the last hurricane was Irma. There was significant rain. I don't recall the amount of rainfall. But in our case, the fields we had were high and dry and playable within 15 minutes or a half hour after the storm passed. The Brock pad is very consistent. It meets our percolation requirements, got a kind of homogeneous mix to it, and it's widely used. So I feel like it has a good track record, and we've had good success with it. If you go through a storm and you can brush your infill back into place with the brush that's provided and then play ball, I think that's a pretty good result when you're talking about hurricane type of weather.
It's the day-to-day storms that we have, the day-to-day rain that in the past would close my fields for anywhere from a day to 3 days because of the potential for damage if I let them out in the wet fields. Whereas now they know they can come on out and get on the artificial turf, and I'm not going to bother them. If I'm not here tomorrow and the folks just stop taking care of the fields altogether. If nothing had happened on our fields in 5 years, knowing the pad there gives me some kind of assurance that there is safety there, even if organic had been moved away and nothing maintenance is done. Got some level of comfort knowing there is safety there. If you have been around our community, you know that we pay attention to the details.
When the sky is clear and the rain stops falling, they want to be able to get out and use the field. So if we can make that happen, we think we've got a successful installation.